What is up, everybody? I haven't really done many videos. Breaks have been slow with the new PSA Reveal on the app. I've mostly looked at everything on the app, so I always know everything when it comes, and some of them don't matter as much. This one I'm going to do a video still. The last one I did just the app video, and I didn't put it on YouTube, but I put it in our Facebook group. But this one I wanted to put on here. So this one, it was the 1980 to present special for May and June. They got it on May 30th, and it's June 26th. I got it back. So, you know, it's pretty quick. I have a vintage one there that's been there since March 29th, and it's still not even in assembly yet. So I guess it depends on what it is. They're moving pretty quick on some. Vintage seems to take a while, but the modern stuff, maybe the vintage has less amount of graders that are qualified, because the modern stuff's easier to grade. Not that this is super modern, it goes back to 1980. But anyway, nonetheless, it was a quick turnaround. 73 cards, so there's 4 boxes here, 73 cards. I made some notes when I sent these in. A chunk of them I knew weren't going to be very high grades, so I will go over those ones as they come out. I made a few notes and expected some. I got the upcharge email, and I was trying not to look at the grades. I don't know if any of you have ever got the upcharge email from PSA. You know that your grades for every single card come in that email. They send an email, and then they break down the charges of each card, and if you're wanting to look, they have all of the grades for your cards there. So I didn't want to do that because I really enjoy the app and flipping the cards, so I tried not to look, but I did, have to see what card it was to approve it, just in case. I don't know why. I should have just said yeah anyway, but there was only one card. They upcharged me to $60. There's no recent comps. It's the last sold price was $1,800 a couple years ago, and I mean, I would venture to guess that it's more than that. I mean, I would think it's probably a $3,000 or $4,000 card. I don't know. It's just a basketball insert that must be hard to get. So we'll show it here, and yeah, so they charged me from the 16 or whatever the special was up to 60 on one card. But that was it, only one. But anyway, then I ran out of patience, so maybe an hour or two later I decided to just look at the email, because they didn't put the app wasn't updated with all my grades, and I didn't know how long that was going to take, because you have to reply with I approve to get the get everything complete to approve of the upcharge. So once I did that, I thought they would update the app, but it took a while, and so I just checked the email. And then once the app was there, I also checked that, and I looked at every card, but you really can't like zoom in and see anything or whatever, so it's kind of difficult to see, what any imperfections are, and they don't do that. They just come out with these notes things, but it's on the express level or higher. So nonetheless, I wanted to do this video so that I can kind of slowly look at some of the grades, not all of them, but some of the cards I needed to look a little closer and see what it is that happened. All right, so we got 73 cards here, and we are just gonna fire away. This one is so I'm a big Penny Hardaway fan, and I have a ton of his graded stuff, rookies, inserts, a lot of raw stuff, some autographs. He was one of my favorites, so I decided to send a bunch of inserts in on this one. There's probably at least 10 or 12 Penny Hardaways in here. Some really cool cards. If you're not familiar with some of the inserts, it's always cool to see some of the inserts that came out of the 90s. They had some really cool stuff. This is from 96, so Kobe rookie year, Flair Metal, Molten Metal. It's a real scratchy, like I don't know how to describe it if you've never held it. They have it in a thicker case. I actually put a team bag on this one as well, but it got an 8, and I don't think I was expecting anything higher on this one. I don't know if I wrote, yeah, I didn't write this one down. But this is probably at least $100 even raw, so so pretty nice. Oh, I wanted to make one more comment on the grades. I'm gonna notice as I go through a little bit better, but I've gotten a lot of 10s on my recent subs, and then when I get 10s, I get like almost all 10s and then a 9 or 2. So it seems to me that depending on who's grading, you know, you kind of get somebody that kind of gives all that or gives the 10s or whatever, and it works in reverse when you get something like this. And it is different cards. There's not a lot of real new stuff in here. But I noticed that, you know, I get a lot of 8s, 8, 8, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, you know, every once in a while a 9 or a 10, but it seems like, you know, once they get in that groove, it's just kind of what it is. So this is probably about right. I wasn't sure with this card because of the surface. The back has a little bit, but yeah, this is probably about right on there. So my other concern all the time when I send grading, like this card I would put in a soft sleeve and then put it in a Card Saver 1. But I wouldn't do that with like a Ricky Henderson rookie, which there's also some of those in here, or at least one of them. So like that I would just put in a Card Saver 1 with no sleeve so that they don't have a chance of dinging up any corners when they're pulling it in and out of the soft sleeve. That makes me nervous sometimes on this kind of stuff. You know, there's a couple cards in here that I don't think had white corners, and now they do. So you never know, but not much you can do about it. It is what it is. Super cool insert here. I wrote down, this is the Silky Smooth. I wrote a 6 on here, so I was pretty close. This card opens up. It's from 97 Skybox Premium Silky Smooth Penny Hardaway. It opens up and it's like a net, and then the card itself, hopefully that's just on the sleeve there, but the card itself has like now I gotta take this out because I don't know what kind of sleeves they use. I use regular team bags for all mine, so these are like PSA sleeves or whatever, but I don't need them in that. Okay, so there was 2 fuzzy type things, but they were not on the card, so that's good. Nonetheless, this thing is difficult. It's kind of like, I don't want to say dirty, but like faded or something when you open it up. So I wasn't sure how they were going to grade that. It does have some white corners and white edges. So like I said, I wrote down a 6. I almost nailed this one. It's a pretty tough card, but you know, it's still probably $100 or so, like I said, just like that other one. A lot of these inserts are in that range here. Okay, this one I had on eBay for a long time. These things are real popular. It's numbered to 48. This is from the EX 2001. They're called Essential Credentials. They're popular in baseball, basketball, whatever. I had it on there raw, just wanted to get some offers, and then it didn't sell for a while, and I said, if it doesn't sell, I'm just going to send it and get it slabbed so that, you know, and I didn't think it would even get an 8, to be honest. These cards are tough. There's printer lines and scratches, but I'm certainly happy with an 8. I didn't think it would get a 9, so an 8 is good, and I think I'll be able to sell it pretty easily on eBay now. This is numbered to 48, Edgar Renneria, so it really doesn't matter who the player is either. I guess people put sets together. I'm not sure. This one, I don't know what happened. I wrote a 7 on this one, so we're going to look at this one a little closer. I must have missed something. In fact, I see a little corner up here now and some issues at the top. Love this card. Have a bunch of them. Couple raw, couple higher grades. Now I have a 5. This is a 5. Moving it around to get the light. But this is the 93 Beam Team Michael Jordan. Yeah, it's kind of bent up here actually, and in the corner down here. Yeah, I can kind of see it's like bent, the card itself, so I'm not sure what happened there. Like I said, I wrote down a 7, so I don't think I was expecting, you know, much more than that, but a 5 makes me wonder what happened up here because I don't recall it being that bad. But now I can see it, now that I have it in my hand, I can see that it's not flat. There's some sort of bend crease type thing there. We got some Kobe's in here as well. This is the 97 Rookie Rewind. We got an 8 on this one. This is from Fleer 97-98. It's a second year Kobe, and it got an 8. Looks pretty clean on the front. I mean, this one isn't terrible. There is some white on the back, but I don't know that what I'm seeing would justify it not being a 9. Bottom right corner on the back. Yeah, a little bit, but yeah, I don't know. This could be a scratch, maybe. That's a tough one. Not a super valuable card, I don't think, by any means, but if I had that one. I didn't write a lot of these. I didn't guess a lot of my grades. I guessed like 10 of them. No, I didn't write this one down. Yeah, it's a pretty low value card, so it doesn't really make too much of a difference, probably between 8 and 9. But I did get, I think, 2 of these. Yeah, there's 2 in here that they didn't grade. So one is only because of the autograph. It says it needs PSA DNA. I don't know why. I have the thing from Upper Deck right here, and I left it here on purpose, so I'm going to put it back with it, but maybe I should have sent it in, but they wouldn't. Where would they put it? They can't put it in the case. Huh. Well, I'm not sure, but I have it right here. It's straight from Upper Deck. SPX 96, I believe. On card, hologram autograph of Penny Hardaway. Real nice card. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that, though. So we'll just put this in here. And then the other one must have been a little off on size, which is annoying to me because the only time these type of cards are ever off on size is if they're straight from the factory like that. So certainly annoying, but I'm just grabbing something that I have close here to see. So they call it a minimum size requirement, and it must be off by just a hair that they won't grade it. So that stinks, but it's a really nice, clean 88 Fleer All-Star Jordan. If I wrote that one down, I didn't guess on it, but if I'm looking at it now, it's probably a 7 or 8. So anyway, oh, they don't even use card savers, they use Card Pro. Card Pro is what they got written on here. Okay. Moving along, this is a pretty cool card I've had for a while. I believe it's game used, actually. Game used, Roberto Clemente. Also has Beltran on it, but a game used Clemente jersey. Can't be a lot of these left floating out there. So, got an 8. It's a thicker card from 2009 Legendary Cuts. And I don't think I guessed on that one. I did not guess on that one, so I imagine it's just corners typically on these. Yeah, just typical thick corner stuff going on, I guess. Doesn't look great in the slab on the corners there. I don't know. I trust these people handling my stuff sometimes. You just got to do it, but it's like sometimes you just almost are positive that you didn't send it in with that, to the point where I should just take a picture of everything, and then it won't matter anyway if they damage it. All right, so I had a couple. These are one of my favorite sets of recent years. We did a lot of breaking of these when I first started breaking, and then Topps went out with a bang when they lost their license, and they put out this Topps Definitive with on-card autos, and they low-numbered them. They had sweet patches. It is a fantastic set with a lot of Hall of Famers and beautiful, beautiful cards. I sent a few in last time and got some nice grades, some 9s and 10s. But again, this is what makes me think that, you know, the grader's just gonna, you put an 8 on the Clemente, an 8 on the Kobe, an 8 on the Renneria, an 8 on this. You know, so sometimes it's like they just get 8 happy and don't even want to give it a 9. But you know, these thick cards, sometimes they're a little bit more lenient. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's not bad. It's just the corner sometimes on these. Other than that, it's perfect. It's 10 to 10, Steve Young auto. Love that card. Okay. Nice little Crosby jersey here. This is from '09. O-Pee-Chee Premier triple jersey. It did get a 9 on this one. It's Crosby, Stamkos, Tavares. It's numbered to 50. So he saw something slightly different on this one than he did on the other ones. I see a little bit down there, but yeah, I'm not going to nitpick on a thick card for a 9-10. You know, typically expect to get 10s on these anyway. But Crosby jersey card is nice, low numbered. All right. I don't know what happened here. I wouldn't have sent this in if I thought it was a 7. I mean, you know, it's off center. It's a little bit of the discolorment on the back, I guess, is what it would be. A little bit of black here, but it's probably it's hard to see on the camera, but sometimes these get like a fading type discolor, so I assume that's what happens. A cool picture when the ball's on the ground as he's dribbling. But anyway, got a 7. Obviously not great. Not too bad here. I mean, you know, these almost always need to be 9s or 10s. This is Jordan's 2nd year, so I'm always looking for 9s or 10s on these. I have a ton of these, and I try to go through and pick out some clean ones every once in a while. It looks like maybe this one's just faded a little, like the coloring's not great, but it has sharp corners, just a tad off center, but they do have that leniency. So hopefully that's not the reason, because it's not that bad. But this is Tree Rollins, and I have registry sets on these, so I always go through to make sure, you know, if I need them for my sets or whatnot, and then I'll put them in there, and if not, I'll sell them sometimes. All right, 2 of these that I was hoping to get 10s on, that I noticed like some white on the corners. Not terrible. I mean, they're 9s. It's not bad. It's Deion Sanders Pro Set Rookies from 1989 football. I just thought, you know, maybe they had a chance, but now that I'm looking at this one's off center a little bit. I hate the centering thing. You know, I'm not keen on sending stuff in that's 60-40 in hopes that they're going to be lenient with it, because I feel like there's then something else they'll find wrong just to make it not a 10, even with that centering. So, I mean, these look pretty good, to be honest. They're maybe the off-center one doesn't need a gem, but the other one looks really good for a 9. I don't see literally anything really wrong with it. Yeah, but that was annoying. I thought I'd get 10s on those. Tough card here because it's just crappy 1990 Upper Deck flimsiness. We got an 8 on the Pavel Bure. It is the first year of the Young Guns, him and Yager, but the corners are always tough on this card just because it's just real flimsy. So, but again, I mean, I thought I'd get a 9 on it, and this I have to credit the grader with giving 8s instead of 9s. I don't expect a gem, but like, to me, you know, a lot of these 8s probably could have been 9s. I don't see anything crazy that would do that. Okay. Put this with this. Alright, I got one of these, one of my favorite players of all time. I have a bunch of these. It's a really nice 8. Again, 8 happy over here. I mean, you got the top left corner on this one and a little centering. These get dimples on them too, so I'm sure preventing it from a 9, but it's a really nice clean 8. There's a little bit of white on that corner. So 8's right, probably. It's a really nice 8. The top corner is a little off, and then the dimples in the centering, I guess, but really nice 1980 Topps Ricky Henderson rookie 8. And another nice rookie 8 and a nice clean card. Dennis Rodman. Now I'm unsure about this. I'll have to look at some other ones because there's some yellow dots behind his name that I don't recall. Yeah, it's a clean card other than that. I wonder if that's standard. I got a Tony Gwynn back one time. I never sent it back or anything, but it's a super clean 83 Fleer rookie, and it has a mark on it. And I looked, and I was like, that mark is on all of them. So, Rodman PSA 9, I'm going to look at. Okay, it must be that. Yep, it's that yellow. Those yellow dots aren't there on the 9, so they docked me for that. Other than that, it's a really nice card. Okay, why am I blowing up here? Okay. Another 8 on another nice rookie from the 80s. 88 Topps Bo Jackson football card. Love this card. Have a bunch of them. Probably have 10 more raw ones that aren't quite worthy of grading. And thought maybe I could get a 9 on this one. It's nice centering. Pretty nice card overall. Little black mark on the back left. And that's it. Okay. And what do you know? Another nice rookie from the 80s and another nice 8. Stevie Eiserman, 84 Topps rookie. I mean, if I just hold that card there, same with the Rodman, same with the Bo, and you just look at it, I mean, it's difficult to understand why, where they don't give an 8.5 or a 9. I mean, this card could very easily be a 9. So there's a little edge here. You can see that. That probably is it, because other than that, there's a little maybe black printer mark on the bottom right and a little bit of printer mark up top. So those are the 3 things I'm seeing, but I've seen way worse than 9s on these cards. That's the frustrating part, but that's grading. It's an opinion-based thing. Sometimes sometimes that comes back, it's a 10, and then you're like, oh man, there's a little mark there. It shouldn't have been a 10. So it evens out, I suppose. This one, I've been curious to get back because I don't know what happened. There has to be a wrinkle here that I missed completely before I sent it in, because this is 81 Topps football, and I got a 6 on the Dwight Clark rookie. I'm not seeing it right out the gate here, but I was curious what happened here, because obviously if this isn't at least an 8, I'm never sending it in. And for them to give it a 6, it has to mean there is something going on that I didn't see, and I still don't see. How about that? Well, I gotta get through these because I gotta get to the post office before they close, but this was one of the ones I didn't understand, and quite honestly, looking at it quickly, I still don't understand. I don't see any crease or anything, but like I said, if they're committing to this grade here, there has to be some sort of something that I'm missing, and I'll take time later to look at it, but quickly looking at it, this is definitely an 8, maybe a 9. But like I said, there has to be a little wrinkle or something somewhere. So I'm going to set that one on the side and look at it when I get a chance later. Alright, we got a newer one here that got a 10. How about that? Newer and a 10. I think just the fact that I mean, it's probably some newerish, younger grader that just thinks all this new stuff comes out clean and it's a 10, and it is. I mean, it's a 10. It's clean, but to then dock some of these other ones from 9s to 8s just because they're older, it's crazy to me. Okay, another one I wanted to see. Really hard card here. There has to be something that I missed though. It's a die cut from '96 Fleer USA Heroes card, Penny Hardaway, and it got a 6. So it is a hard card. I'm sure it's something in here that's causing it, but maybe a crease in his arm or something. Maybe like a. I almost didn't do this video right now just because I need to run to the post office before they close, which is real soon. But yeah, there could be something up there in the flag, I guess. I mean, it looks pretty good in here, but again, I'm going to put that with the Dwight Clark, look at it later. Love this card. It's a die cut. I mean, it does have that little thing going on there. This is probably one of the more expensive cards in here besides the one I got upcharged for. If this would have got a 9 or 10, it would have been an upcharge for sure. Oh, actually, I think I wrote 8. Where's this at? Is this cut above? This is cut above. I did not write on here, but I remember this mark on here. That white mark, I tried to get it off. It's indented into the surface. So I bet you that is, I mean, it's actually good that I got an 8 because that means the card is pretty good other than that. So this is probably still $700 card, which is crazy, I know. But Penny Hardaway sells good. These inserts sell good. And that's a real nice one there. All right, we got 86 Fleer Manute Bowl. I have a ton of 86 Fleer. I've said this on the videos before. I got a lot of nice raw ones. There's a mark on that. That looks like a dust piece that got in there. So most of the time I have them either off center, top to bottom or left to right, or they have this like kind of white edge. So I decided to send these in anyway just to get them in slabs. A lot of people do sets with these, including myself. I have 3 or 4 sets of these with I have 3 of them graded, and I'm always filling them in. So and people do the same thing. It's a iconic set, and you know, sometimes I just get them slabbed to get them slabbed. Again, here's another 8 off center and a little white, same exact thing. That one's Doc Rivers. So no complaints there. That's pretty much as expected. I have 2 of these are really cool. The story behind these, if you aren't familiar, is that the original card has the FF on the bottom. When they found it, they tried to correct it. They did it multiple different ways. So I had about 30 or 40 of the black box ones, and as I was looking through, I found 2 scribble ones. I've never come across them before. You know, they're not as rare, I don't think, as the whiteout version, but the black scribble, as written here, over here, is different than the black box, and it's mostly because of the rarity of it. They're just harder to get. So we got an 8 and a 9 on these. Don't know if I wrote anything down. I just wanted to get them slabbed. I don't think. Yeah, I didn't write anything down on them, but yeah, these are probably 25 bucks just raw, so this certainly helps the value here. 1.8 and 1.9. You know, I'll take it. I see a little bit of white there, a little off center, a little bit of white on the back, which is standard for these. Let's see if I can look at this 9 and see why. Okay. Pretty nice. So anyway, pretty cool there to have those. I got 2 of these. I'm putting that here for a minute. These are from 85 Fleer. I think I opened a set. I can't remember where I got these from. But a 9 on the Clemens is nice, and an 8 on the Puckett rookies. So pretty nice Clemens here. A little bit of white bottom right corner. Same as this Puckett actually. So who knows, man? Sometimes, I mean, this has a little bit more white, I guess, but and a little indentation right there. All right, that one's justified. So is this. Pretty standard there on the grades. All right, we have a bunch of these 86 Fleer stickers. I sent a handful of these in. Here's a Magic Johnson. These are really tough to get any higher than this. I mean, they're not impossible, but you have to wipe the gum stains off the back, which I did. Pretty good, I would think, if not all of that should have been taken care of. So that shouldn't have affected the grade at all, but obviously off center enough to give that one an 8 on the Magic. And then we have a couple of Dr. J's, 1 8 and 1 6. Wow. Okay, so the 8 looks good centering wise. Clean on the back. Looks real good actually. Now I can figure out why it's not a 9. Man, that's pretty clean. Okay, pretty nice. And then a 6 on this one. Obviously you can see the centering. It's a little off on both, but normally when they go from 8 down to a 6, again, okay, there's a, see now I figured that one out quicker than the Dwight Clark earlier. Might be hard to see. There's actually some sort of bleeding type watermark or something up top. 100% what happened on that one. 86 Fleer Bill Lambier. Got an 8 on that one. Pretty standard with that centering, but that's a really nice clean card. Would make good for a set. I wrote down, what did I write on this one? This is the 94 Ultra. All rookie team. I did not write down on this one, and I don't know what happened. Sometimes in this foil you'll find some surface scratching and stuff. But a 6, there's just way too many 6s in this. Now there's definitely a lot of white going on in the back here. This whole edge has white and peeling, so I mean that I guess could be enough reason for them to, yeah, that must be it. Must be enough of a reason to dock it down, because that's really the only thing wrong with it. Really nice one here, and it got a 9, so I'm pretty happy with that. A lot of times I take these I take the protector off, and I'm not sure why I didn't on this one. Probably because I didn't see any bubbles or anything, but I mean that's nice for a 9. It's a tad off center. This is 96 Holding Court Tops Chrome, or regular tops I think it is. Holding Court refractor, and it is off center, so it does not deserve a 10, but I am certainly happy with a 9 on that one. Refractors are always good to have a 9. Again, a lot of Penny Hardaway cards. Here's the upcharge card. Here is the upcharge card that we are holding in our hands here. This is a big Men on Court from 97 Skybox Z-Force Penny Hardaway. We got a 10 on this one. Obviously ecstatic because this more than pays for everything. So really nice, and happy to get a 10 on this rare insert. And it definitely looks clean. Very nice card. Okay. I wrote down a 6 on this one, and it got a 5. I was just sending it in to get slabbed. Obviously way off center, and it's also have some other issues with the corners. But I wrote down 6, got a 5. That is Jordan's 3rd year 88 Fleer. So kind of expected there. Now this one I wrote a 7. So not super shocked on this one either. Again, this card sells good. I just wanted it. I have a big registry of Jordan as well. So this is a 6 on the 96 metal Decade of Excellence Jordan card. Reprint of the rookie there. Awesome card here, and we got an 8. I mean, it's just got so many cuts and stuff on it. It's probably hard to do much better than that. But Platinum Portrait from Penny got an 8, and this is the 97 Metal Universe. I don't think I wrote this one down, did I? No. I had it down as $100 worth in raw, which I underestimate all the time, so or under mark. Super cool card. I mean, I'm not even going to look too closely at it to see why it got an 8 instead of a 9, because it's just probably a tough card. Some more 86 Fleers. These are the stickers. I got Ewing. Obviously, it's off center, so it got a 7. Can't really complain with that one. It's pretty off center. These are nice for my sets, though. All right, we got 1, 2. I believe there was 4 Elijah ones, but okay, there's the other one that goes with that. I think there's 4 of these total, but they're piled in the other pile. So here's 2 8s. Right here, and I think we got a 6 or 7 on the other ones. This one's off center. This one's not as bad, at least. On the back a little bit. This one's definitely off center, so this one must have better corners and surface than we got this one here. But nonetheless, 2/8 on Olajuwon stickers from the 86 Fleer. Here's the only other one I sent in from Jordan's second year. It was a common card and got an 8. It looks kind of blurry-ish, but I thought that this card was pretty standard to be that way. I'll have to double check. It doesn't look super clear, a little cockeyed, so I get it. It's an 8. It's a common. It's worth $10 now. This is a really pretty card. I took the film off of this one, and we got a 9. So this is gorgeous. This is Penny's second year refractor. Probably has some pretty good value too, I would imagine. What did I put an 8 on this one. So we got a 9, and it's probably at least a couple $100. And I'd imagine not too high of a pop count on it either. I think the reason I wrote 8 was because there's like pimple dots when you peel it, and that must be standard to the card, or else they would have docked me for it, because you can kind of see them on there, and that just must be standard, and I didn't realize it. So that's the only reason I probably wrote 8, and we got a 9, so I'm obviously thrilled with that one. Another nice penny here, and this is also a 9. We got an auto. This one, I guess, because it says on the back that it's certified, so they don't need the PSA DNA on this one, and the other one didn't say it on the back, so that's, I guess, why they did that. It's also numbered to 25, which was real nice. This is from 2014, totally certified, autograph, blue, pretty cool, and we got a 9 on that penny. We got an MJ insert here for 96 Topps season best. Got a 9, pretty clean, a little bit off center. I'm not sure if it could have gemmed or not, but sticky fingers, Jordan, 9. These ones are tough because of the bleeding and the coloring, so I never know if I should send them in or not, but I'm happy with a 9 on this one. 89 Fleer Jordan, card number 21. It does, sometimes have some discoloring to it because of the way they were printed, so sometimes I don't send them in, but it looks like that's good enough for a 9. I think I guessed, what is this one? Skybox Premium. Standouts. I did not guess on this one. Okay. We got a 7. Not great. Tough card with the scratching on this, but we got a 7 on this Jordan. There's some white going on up here. It looks like the whole corner. See that? That's why it's a 7. Another beautiful Penny Hardaway insert is called Rave Review from 97 Z-Force. Got an 8 though. Got an 8. Huh. Pretty nice clean one there. Man, I'm gonna look at these later. I'm trying to speed it up. I gotta go. Alright, we got 3 of these. I sent 3 really nice ones in. I'm not thrilled with these grades. I got a 6 and 2 7s. I have a ton of Montana rookies. I thought I was sending 3 pretty nice ones in. Obviously, the centering is not perfect. There's a dimple, a raised dimple there, and a kind of off centering in that direction. And I don't know if that's on the card or not. The back on these almost is always off center or something, so I mean, I get it now that I have it in my hand. There's a dimple there too, but they shouldn't probably dock you for some of these if they're not doing it on the 8s and 9s that they're putting out there, because it's just part of the way the card's made. So again, it could just, I don't know, it could be the grader, or it could just be me. I'll look at some other ones. There's a mark on this one, which is obviously why it's a 7 and not an 8. I mean, it's a tad off center, but not terrible. But it does have a little mark on the side there, which is why this is a 7, I guess. Big changes in value on these though as you go up in grades. There's a dimple right here on this one, and edge mark on that side. So I mean, I don't know, I should have took pictures of these 3 before I sent them, because I thought I picked 3 nice ones to send in, but that's those. All right, we got a Griffey insert here for 92 Fleer Ultra. Got a 9. I'm not sure why it didn't gem, but all I'm going to say is that this guy was pretty picky, man. Gave me some nice grades on a few, but really picky on some of the other ones. Not this one, though. This cardboard is very flimsy. It's a pretty tough card to get in a 10. I don't know what the pop is, but of all the ones I've had in my hand, they're always a little flimsy on the corners, so certainly we'll take a Kobe rookie in a 10. any day of the week. 96 Collector's Choice, Kobe Bryant, rookie 10. And another 10 on the Kobe. This is just a regular finest base card from 2002. And I think I kind of expected a 10 on that one. So nice card though. Probably not a ton of value in there. This one I had on eBay raw for a while, and I wasn't sure. I figured it was at least an 8. I was sending a bunch of stuff in, so I pulled some stuff off eBay. And there we are, 2003 Ultra Gold Medallion, Tom Brady. Got an 8. Got another 10 though. This is a Verlander, Allen and Ginter rookie from 2006 Topps Allen and Ginter. Justin Verlander, rookie. Got a 10 on that one. Cool with that. All right, we got an 8 on the Dominique Wilkins 87 Fleer sticker. Second year there, and pretty nicely centered, but it's a tough card still. See some white at the top right there. So we got an 8. Oh, there was one more from here. This is Doc Rivers. We got an 8 on this one. 87 Fleer. Looks like bottom left corner is the reason here. Maybe, yep, bottom left corner. Other than that, looks pretty good for a set. There's at least 2 more of them. I guess I sent more than I thought. We got an 8 and a 9. Alvin Robertson got a 9. That Les Shrimp got an 8. And now that I have to go, I'm going to look at those later. You guys probably don't care too much about commons from that year anyway. Here's a 7 on the third Elijah one we had. 2 8s before. Now we got a 7, obviously off center, top to bottom. But looks pretty good other than that. Pretty nice 7. Okay, I wrote an 8 on this one. This one had some goofy stuff going on the surface, like kind of like just like a fading kind of film stuff. I tried to wipe it and stuff. I wasn't sure what it was going to get. I'm definitely happy with a 9 on this Roy Halladay. Sells really well. 97 Bowman Chrome's a tough set with him and Beltre, but there it is. All right, this is a nice one. Hometown Rookie Auto. TJ Watt. This is from 2017. It's the orange version here, and we got a 10 on the TJ Watt, best defensive player in the league, rookie auto. So obviously I'm happy with that. Again, it seems like whoever was grading this batch, if it was from 2000 or newer, I'm getting some 10s. Verlander, Watt, Kobe, Halliburton, all the newer stuff got 10s. All right, nice 9 here. Probably just a tad away from a gem, but a real nice Sedell Threat 9. Tad off center. Very sharp card with just a tad of white there and a little off center. So we got a 9 on that one. Cool with me. Wish the bird would have been a 9, but I knew it wasn't. Off center and a little white, but it's Larry Bird, so you got to get it slabbed up. We get an 8 on that for the 86 Fleer set as well. Nice one here on the sticker. We got a 9. Our only 9 out of the 86 Fleer stickers is Adrian Dantley. Ooh, and I'm seeing a big mark there. I don't know if that's on the card or not, but I guess that's the only reason it got a 9, because, yeah, it is, because everything else is perfect on that. Centering, corners, and there's a little dimple there. All right, we got 86 Fleer Turpin. Got an 8. Clean card. Off center a tad and a little on the edges, I guess, but that's not far away from a 9. A little bit on the back, I guess. Not too far off a 9. This one's hard to get anything higher than an 8 on. Really hard card in a 9 or 10. It's always off center. It's just the way this one was made. It's Johnny Moore, 86 Fleer. I mean, it's 7 is probably right, maybe 8 at best. Triple Kobe rookie here. Also a tough card with the corners. Very tough, and it got an 8. Garnett and Jermaine O'Neal are on this one. I have a bunch of these. I just wanted to send one in to see what they do, and that's what they did. A nice Magic Johnson 81 Topps here. A little bit off center, a little cockeyed on the cut. You can see it's kind of thicker here and gets different down there, and same on this side. So that's the only reason it's a 7. It's a pretty nice card. Other than that, the corners are sharp. 81 Topps. It's just a little cockeyed. All right, we got 2 left, and they are nice ones. One of my favorite cards in my Penny Hardaway collection, but it is off center. I wrote down 8. What did I write? Borderless refractor. Maybe I didn't write. I wrote 7. I wrote 7 on this. So I am certainly happy with an 8. It's hard because it's off center, but they must have liked everything else about it because I took the stuff off, so that helped. So it is an 8. I've had this card forever, and I finally got it slabbed. I didn't think it was worthy of getting graded before, but now it is. All right, we're going to end it with a Tom Brady 10. This is from 15. Pink Ribbons die cut green. We got a 10 on it. I had this card on eBay as well. Took it off, and now I have a 10, so it should bring some extra money. All right, guys, I got to roll. Thanks for watching.